People have been really excited to have me listen to this. I'm slowly catching up with Honkai Star Rail in Penacony. I have issues with the pacing, but I've heard nothing but really positive things about Euphorius besides 3.0. I'm really excited to listen to this. And it's like 4 songs combined into one. We'll stop and start as we go, but honestly, I'm just going to kind of take it in. Oh, okay. Wow, okay. Wow. Oh, that's vocals. That's not the oud. Or the oud. Oh, oud. Okay. Yeah, it is. This follows the trope of you've got a really good boss theme on your hands when the chorus is singing Sephiroth or Gnosis, or whatever that character is from Black and White. So I think it's pretty cool, and honestly, this tossles with some really interesting concepts here. I think obviously we have a desert sound, but then also Aquila, Sky Titan. We hear Getsis, thank you. We also hear the size, and we hear the body in this sound, which I think is really satisfying throughout the first minute and change, right? You get this like real sense of size. And then that really wonderful chant and sort of shouting out at the sort of the thing, you know what I mean? It has this real like revelation quality, this feeling of embracing like the majesty of this massive, beautiful, powerful, dangerous beast. But I love the Aquila, quality, whatever. Let's pop over to a Solar Flare of Broken Wings. I'll try to stop like one time each segment if possible. Oh, that's distorted as hell. Wow. Wow. What a fascinating little thing. Yeah, and that little corner really reinforces size. I mean, I don't think it's that like monumentally. I mean, I do love the whale. I think the whale is so powerful. The single female voiced whale. Obviously, this really represents violence and power and strength and all the things that I'm imagining how big. I mean, I'm assuming Aquila is a giant bird. Let me look. Okay, yeah, it's a giant bird. That makes sense. I don't think that this is necessarily like that interesting per se, but I do really like the EDM Skrillex genre sort of bending that we get there. And the whale is really cool because it's like, obviously to me, I don't know what it feels like it's very technological, like a lot of like robotic qualities to it. Feels very like man-made, mixed in with like consciousness that's like otherworldly or bestowed upon by the gods. That's really cool. I definitely like the momentum in it for sure. All right, let's go to Afterglow in Dust, which is phase 3. Here too, that's like a shift happening, Ooh. That's a transformation. Now we're starting to get a motivic movement. Now we're starting to get motivic action here. We're starting to have to really lock in now. This is locking in music. Ooh. I like that really like strong key change while keeping the hit. Yada yada yada. There's the danger. Yada yada. Whoa. Proi Proi. Oh? Uh-oh. I got goosebumps. Holy shit. Love this like choral anthem.
crystallized and black holes, living face to resound. Beyond all the pioneering souls in the ground, they strive to flash. The journey's filled with ones and toes, still we clash against the sky. Let's defy the judgment of fools. Ready to die, the needle and crawl. Clear the darkness and seize the light. Day brings men to be free. We are gonna shatter in the tide.
Clash jump in our eyes. You and I. It's up. Going on the next time. You and I. Crystallize. And I. We're gone against the sky.
You and I, we are the race. Chasing fate is coming to create. Clear the darkness and seize the light. Day brings men to be free. We are gonna shatter the tide.
You know, I have some thoughts about this. You know what I really liked? I liked the progression through each phase, and I'm so glad that I was able to experience them from top to bottom, because I think like that was really important to get to the like sort of emotional payoff of this track. Now, I think that the melody line is extremely powerful because da 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 we like the deep da, and she goes up to the upper register. I think that's all really nice and effective. I actually prefer the chorus more than I do the vocal solo experience. I think because which is essentially just repeating that melody line anyway, I feel like that's actually more impactful to me, and I love the chant section that I was sort of singing along to as well. I found that the like singing and the lyrics and the sort of like total thing, don't be mad at me, I felt it was a little bit hokey. Like it felt a little bit like extra. I really liked where we went with it, and I really liked phase 3 in some ways more than phase 4. Like, yes, Pro is obviously that's like where the like that's where the emotional hit is in. That's where we unite our forces and sort of double down and lock into each other and really connect with and then deliver on the fight. But I think this is one of those things, just like Wildfire was for me, where in context I would probably get goosebumps, whereas out of context it's just like a really nice, it doesn't hit. I found phase 3 to be the most musically interesting part. I was surprised when the vocals in the chorus came in, and in that regard I thought that was really cool. And I think that using vocals as is now a trend that I'm seeing between, you know, all these different games, I think it's a really nice touch. It's just this one felt a little bit too like, we're gonna do it. And I liked phase 3 where it had a little bit more of a melody line that was guiding us through it. And you know, it's hard to explain likes and dislikes, but from a subjective perspective, I didn't necessarily care for phase 4. I did love the chant, and I did love the middle section that had that choir sort of bolstering, and then we cycle back. And I thought that adding the soloist at the very last section, you know, before the cutoff of the song was really awesome. But I think it's going to hit way harder in game. I do love the tribal quality of it. I do like how it kind of feels deeply rooted in our natural primal natures. It does feel like this fight against a massive foe and having to lobby and dig deep and find it within yourself to overcome the challenge. I think that those tropes and those ideas are right on the nose and really, really digestible. It actually makes me want to continue my process through Penacony, excuse me, and get into Euphorius because I've heard such great things, and it seems like the story is really taking on some really interesting twists and turns. I'm eager to see this in game, and I'll definitely record my footage when I get there. I'm not streaming the game, but I am playing it in my own time. Finon brought me back, and I know that there's a Dot character coming soon. I love my Dot team with Kafka, so I'm really excited for what I forget her name, Hyacinthia, whatever. So I'm really eager for, and I love the gameplay. Honestly, it's like a perfect complement to my time with Wuthering Waves. So having Star Rail's turn-based, really polished MiHoYo experience coupled with that game, I think is a really nice marriage there. So yeah, I mean, it was really a nice piece of music. Again, I mean, as long as it gets people feeling and thinking about music, what's not to like? You know what I mean? So with that, thank you so much, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one.